Hello to you who just clicked play. Thank you for tuning in to Volunteer Voices, where we take a few minutes out of our day to hear from a valued volunteer in our community. I'm grateful to have Mike here today. He volunteers with Reformation at the Crossroads, and I'm excited to hear about his experiences. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
So I hear that you actually have been a longtime user of Share Omaha and found a way to volunteer with Reformation at the Crossroads through the site.
Yes, my mother, she was super big on volunteer work and volunteering in the community, and she instilled that within me and my siblings. And I just happened to be, uh, I'm a frequent user of the site, I'd like to say.
I love it. I love it. Every time I'm on there, I find something new, learn about a new organization. And this is where I'm at every day. And I love that new things are popping up and new ways to get involved.
Oh yeah, it's always good. It's always good to see that the community needs more people to help.
Yeah. So tell me a little about what you're doing for Reformation at the Crossroads.
So with Reformation at the Crossroads, I actually applied for one of their graphic designer and social media uh, influencer, basically. So my day to day is essentially whenever they have a new meeting, a new event they would like to do, even just social media posts, I'm taking that information using my graphic design background and basically making all of their social media posts. And I'm also in charge of getting them onto their Facebook, their Instagram, LinkedIn, all that kind of good stuff.
Now, that's such a big role. It actually sounds a little like it could be overwhelming. How do you work that into your life?
To be honest, it's a bit hard. It sounds a bit harder than it actually is. Just given the kind of background in the work history I have, it's very much just kind of go, 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 deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. And it can get overwhelming at times, but thankfully I'm able to kind of balance it out with my work schedule.
Now, when Christine shared about your work, she said that you are Johnny on the spot for her and that you do such a great job of telling her when you're able to have more capacity to help out, when you need to back off a little bit. Tell me about that as a volunteer. Is that something that you just kind of picked up along the way of being able to share your capacity?
It's kind of a balancing act. I like to think. I like to personally not make promises I can't keep. So I'm very big on people volunteering, but also knowing when they have to tap out, when they have to kind of take a breather. And usually with organizations like this, they're very understanding of that. Just being able to say, "Hey, I'm available this week, but not this week," and just kind of trying to find a way to cover and balance.
So, what would you say to someone else who has your skills, is thinking about lending their skills to a nonprofit, whether it's any sort of professional capacity? What would you tell them if they're hesitant?
I would say even at a minimum, just trying it out, test the waters. It's not for everyone. I'm well aware of that, but in some capacity, even if it's not professionally, even if it's just going in and helping, for instance, a soup kitchen or just anything in general. If you can find a way to have it in any capacity, I find it very rewarding, and I would recommend it to anyone who can.
Wonderful. Well, for anybody who's watching, we do have opportunities from everything as the episodic, like you mentioned, of one-time things that you can go in without any skills, all the way up to board member opportunities, internships, community committees, etc. So if you're interested in getting connected, I hope everyone watching will take Mike's leadership and follow suit. Thank you for giving your time. I want to show people how they can find more opportunities to volunteer with Reformation at the Crossroads. So if you go to shareomaha.org, you can use the search bar, type in Reformation at the Crossroads, you learn a little bit more about what they do, and you can see that they have opportunities in marketing. Join Mike, as well as administrative assistant work and a house manager and fundraising needs as well. So thank you for the work that you do in the community, Mike. Christine has such amazing things to say about you. Thank you for using Share. Thank you to your mom for sharing with you from such a young age of ways to get involved in the community and how personally meaningful that is. So thank you. Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.